It's time to bring this training home. We mean this literally. You got homework. To start a conversation, your conversations card gives you multiple different ways to start. And now it's time to decide, who will you talk to? It's totally up to you. Pick someone easy, or if you want someone challenging, go for it. In terms of ethnicity, data shows most of the time we are with people of our race. So that might be the most convenient. Or begin with someone else. It's your choice. Here are some more helpful tips. In this case, things that get in the way. We call them conversation pitfalls. Find out how to steer away from them and keep the conversation on track.
We can all agree that conditioning screens keep us stuck, yeah? And conditioning screens keep our country stuck. But we are here because we desire something more. We desire a change. And what is our technology of change? Conversations. So congratulations, you have had some very engaging conversations already, and we are going to engage in some conversations for homework. You are going to identify one person that you're going to start a conversation on race with. Just one person. The data shows, and this is no shocker, that our circle is typically made up of people from our own race. 67% of whites list only whites in their circle of friends. 46% of blacks list only blacks as their network of friends.
And we need to be having conversations about race within our own race.
Absolutely.
Right? That's a really important place for these conversations to happen.
Yeah.
So not only is it likely, it's important.
Now, here's a couple of things we want you to keep in mind as you have that conversation, some things to keep you grounded, if you will. Lower the bar on your expectations, on yourself and on them. Again, you're not trying to do anything major. You're simply starting a conversation on race. And then here's one other thing to keep in mind. Ask them to tell you more and then simply listen. And that can be hard for some of us.
It can be hard to listen when we have an opinion.
And just see where
Right, yeah.
See where the conversation goes.
There are pitfalls, so we want you to look out for these. Our initial thought can be, but that's not how it is. No, watch out for the person you're talking to might have buts, right? And don't let that shut down the conversation just because you get a but from them.
That's right.
Another one are perfectly logical explanations, right? So, for example, I was the president of the drama board at my daughter's high school. And every semester, I'd have a parent meeting at the beginning and I'd beg and plead for volunteers. And I had a white board. And so somebody could have really come to me and said, and the board's all white, which is true. And so my temptation and tendency would be to, but, and then give a perfectly logical explanation, which is I invited everybody and only white people volunteered. Okay? And while that's actually true, we don't want to stop with that explanation. We want to move from, okay, how can I make it different? So maybe what I need to do is individually reach out to particular parents, really invite some of the families of color in. Another one is, well, that doesn't happen to me, as if since it doesn't happen to you, that it couldn't exist. So watch out for that doesn't happen to me, or you misunderstood me, right?
Yeah.
Oh, no, that's not what I meant. You misunderstood me.
The last thing that we'll say is you don't have to start with the hardest conversation. Practice with someone that you're comfortable with.
And it might be somebody that you're so comfortable with, but you might just have it deepen the conversation over what you normally have.
Nice.
Right?
It's at this point in the conversation that participants ask two important questions. First, are you saying I always have to speak up? And of course the answer is no. There are times where it makes sense not to engage, not to speak up. It may not be safe, for example. Use your judgment. Second question is about conversation pitfalls. As much as you're avoiding conversation pitfalls, they aren't. They're being defensive, butting you. They're not listening. What then? That's up to you. Take care of yourself, but don't give up too soon. If we can stay connected for just a few more seconds, maybe something worthwhile can happen after all. In closing, here are some final words of wisdom from our studio participants.
Just knowing that we have unconscious barriers that limit us in our conversations, and knowing how to dismantle those in order for us to open up and flourish in our conversations with other people and be able to listen to them.
One of the things that I've learned from this workshop is that listening is sometimes more important than talking.
And actually listening, right? Because sometimes when we're listening, we're just kind of shooting and reloading, like we're thinking about what are we going to say next, and coming up with I'm going to get them on the next one, right? But to like actually be like, okay, I'm going to listen. I'm just going to listen.
It's just being aware of these like potential walls, like you build up on your own, or like even with like the conversation pitfalls like that end up stopping conversation before it can really even start.
Some people might find encouragement in your words. Like if you could encourage them to keep talking and that their opinion matters.
Affirmations, yeah. Tisa.
Looking at my own biases makes me have a little bit more empathy for other biases that other people might have. So help me be able to listen better, knowing that I also have some of those biases.
And remember, we have a really easy start for you to this conversation. I'm taking this workshop on race, and my homework is to start a conversation.
Now turn to your small groups and answer. How are you better prepared to hold race conversations? What's your conversation pitfall to watch out for? Name who you'll be talking to for your homework. Congratulations! You're halfway through the program. We hope today's conversations have already begun to change you. In video number 9, studio participants share what progress looks like. Congratulations! You're halfway through the program. To access the series, click on the playlist.